going to go to the country of France. I'm standing right in front of the French flag. I'm actually just about ready to go into my executive committee interview in just about 30 minutes. So a little excited, a little nervous at the same time, but really enjoying this week. I felt a call to ministry, when I was 12 years old, and so had always, that had been on my radar. Felt like I was supposed to become a teacher, so I that was what I studied in college, and then a few years into teaching, felt like God was just really shifting things for me, and it's like, you thought this was going to be on the side, but like I want you to make ministry a full-time thing. So ended up coming to Missouri, and I went to seminary and got to work at James River. Yes.
Okay.
And
now,
so
where are you from?
I'm actually from Northern California.
Okay.
So I grew up in the Bay Area, and so enjoyed that, but then got a new experience.
Right.
Springfield, Missouri. But was here for 3 years, and then was able to work at James River. So got a lot of great ministry experience there. Yeah. I had grown up in a church of a few hundred people, and so to come to such a big church was just a whole new world. But I'd always just thought like ministry in the States, and it was just a really great spiritual time for me of just God awakening in my heart about His heart for the whole world. And I had always kind of thought, oh no, that's my sister's thing. She's the missions one. I'm going to be in the States, and I'll help her and support her and be a cheerleader. And I've always grown up, loving missions.
Right.
But thought it was just I would be the one to pray and see what I could do. And it was just so clear, like, Lord, if I just felt like He was asking me, like, you need to get out of your box. And if I told you to go, would you go? And so it was just like, okay, like, yes, I'll go. You're just like, knock, knock, joy. Like, you remember when you said you would go, just ask. I just felt like the Lord was asking, at that point, and kind of pushing me again, like that wasn't just a test. And I do really want you to go. So just this heart specifically for Europe. So all the doors have just kind of opened to pursue this opportunity to minister in France. So it's been an exciting journey. It just seems like each, I taught for a little bit. I've been, in church ministry here, and now He's shifting again, and serving Jesus is an adventure, and I'm such a planner, and I've just kind of quit trying to plan long term. Okay, I'll just do whatever you say, whenever you say it. I will be in Grenoble, France, Lord willing, obviously. I'll be working with a missionary couple and their daughter in that area, and they are starting a Students for Christ ministry on the university campus in Grenoble. So that will be part of the ministry, and then there's also a large population of immigrants there, particularly from North Africa. So it's actually the country itself, they say, has about 10% Muslim population, but in that area it's twice as much. And so I actually had the chance to go earlier this year just to see the campus and to also see these certain areas within the community. They're almost like the projects, and they're filled with these immigrants that need Jesus. So there will be aspects of that I'll be able to help with. And it's interesting because you think France and you think like, oh, it's a tourist lift spot. You want to go to vacation and go to Paris, and it's will be about three hours by train away from Paris. But it's not often realized that there's 34 unreached people groups in France, and with the immigrants that are often coming, there's people that haven't heard ever about Jesus, and obviously within the culture there as well. There needs to be a reawakening of Christianity and all of that there. So there's just a great need in that country, and obviously the Lord's given me a passion for it. So I really just want to I just really want to do what He says.